In this video, I'll share with you a unique way that I use to sell my first coaching and consulting programs. I was selling online marketing and coaching consulting services, but I use a unique strategy in order to help me land my first few clients. That helps me grow my confidence and grew the business. Now, I will show you how to do the exact same thing, and the same strategy that I used a few years ago is available to you, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm Colin Yearwood, and over the last few years, I've sold over $4 million in coaching and training services for myself and for my clients. And it's my goal to help you sell more effectively so you can help more people, which makes a bigger difference in their lives and make a big difference in your life. Now, what did I do to land my first coaching client? Now, it was unique to me at the time because I was selling online marketing, consulting, and coaching services, but I actually got started offline. So what I did is start selling my services offline, and the mechanism that I used to do that was workshops. So I started hosting a workshop offline. People came to that workshop. Over the year that I did that workshop, I did about 48 sessions. So I did one per week for most weeks, excluding holidays and when I was on vacation. And people came to those sessions, and from there, they were able to enroll in my programs. Now, here's why that was effective. In order for people to buy from you, there's a few questions that they need to answer internally. And the first question is, can I trust this person? Can I trust this person? And if that answer to them internally is no, you're not going to make a sale. The second question they need to answer is, could I trust myself in order to do the work that I need to do to get the goal? And the third question is, can I trust this result that this person is sharing with me? Now, by me doing the events offline, I was able to check all those boxes because they were meeting with a real person. We had real conversations. I answered their questions. I demonstrated to them, hey, this is a skill set that I have and I can do. And through answering their questions, I helped them raise their level of belief that they can actually do it. So that's how I landed my first few clients online. Now, here's how you can do that right now. Number one, it will take some consistency. It's not an easy bullet. When it comes to sales, nothing is really an easy bullet, right? You have to do some work in this process. So what I would recommend you do is and this is exactly what I did. I use a site called meetup.com, and I went there and I created a community of my own. In that community, I listed, hey, I am actually going to be teaching these workshops, and I listed my first two workshops. From there, I went and found an event. Yes, event space. I found an event space after I made a decision, after I put it out there that I'm actually going to do it, because it forced me to actually get into motion, take action, and do that thing. So I end up finding an event space in Pentagon City. At that time, I lived in the Washington, D.C., DMV area. And then in Pentagon City at that time, there was a Microsoft store. I don't know if it's still there or not. And they had a conference area you can reserve. Just put your name and your date, and they reserve it for you. It held anywhere from, for my events had, there's one event I had only one person. Several events I had 2 or 3 people. The average was between 8 and 12, and the most people at one event, one workshop, was 30. So at those events, after I had it scheduled, people would join the meetup group. And the great thing with meetup is they do some promotion for you based on the zip code you're in, to let people in that area who are part of meetup.com know that you're doing this thing. People would join the event. I will let them know where it is, and they'll come out to get the workshop. Now, at that workshop, of course, I was able to teach a concept, answer questions, and encourage them, and just build relationships, right? Build that rapport and relationship with people. And that's one of the first things that I did to land my first few sales in the online marketing business. For the first actually 3 years, most of my sales teaching online marketing consulting came from doing in-person workshops. So that is how I went about doing it. Another way you can actually do it too, you don't need to start your own meetup group, but there's other meetup groups out there with your target audience, and they meet, they network, they have events. The key thing is going there and being consistent. Go to the events, sharing what you do, looking for opportunities to help people. Through conversations, those opportunities present themselves. And as you hear the challenges people are having, especially if you're going to events around the problems that you solve, if you work with professionals looking to generate leads in their business, go to networking events during the day You'll meet a lot of professionals looking to generate leads in their business through communication, through conversations, through relationships. You're able to communicate how you can help them build that rapport, move to the next level. So hosting offline events is one way, and I think it's a great way if you're getting started to actually start generating leads and making your first sale. A couple things it does, in addition to getting you out there, a couple things it does, it really gets you out of your comfort zone of talking to people, right? Just having conversations. And a lot of times the big challenge people have with selling is having those conversations. And because those conversations are difficult, when you get into a sales conversation, guess what? It becomes difficult. But the more comfortable you become communicating what you do, what you offer, how it helps people, hearing, getting feedback from people, it becomes a lot easier to sell. So going to networking events or hosting a networking event or doing an offline workshop is one of the great ways of generating leads, building trust, building rapport, and that can lead to your first sale. In addition to that, when I lived in Nashville, I had a huge networking group, 700 plus people, and I used that again as another mechanism to meet people, have one-on-one conversations, and enroll clients there. Now, if you want more help like this, you can go to my free membership site, The Sales Coaching Gym. You can find it over at colinyearwood.com/school, colinyearwood.com/school. And in there, I have a guide that teaches you how to land your first or next sale in the next 14 days, plus lots of other resources around selling and building your confidence when it comes to helping people through sales. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.